Baby in a dumpster. No. Yeah. Easily irritated.
Adam describing Heather's kids in such
Whew.
negative terms is concerning.
Whew.
Referring to a 2-month-old baby as whiny is especially unusual because it's normal for a baby that young to cry frequently. It's also possible that being overly critical of the children is a misguided attempt to protect Marissa. Back in the hallway, Marissa attempts to explain why she and Adam fled to the hotel.
I got a little money from a car accident, and I wanted to go swimming and stuff, but by the time she picked the kids up, then I wanted to go in the hot tub, but I don't think I can when I was pregnant, so. What's the real reason you're here?
Yo, she just completely like. All right, what's the real reason though? Yo, that was mad crazy.
What's the real reason you're here? No, I wanted to go in the hot tub, but I don't think I can when I was pregnant, so. What's the real reason you're here? No, somebody who lives in this town checks into a hotel at 9:50 p.m. after a baby died in their apartment. I don't know. I didn't know that he died. And that's also a lie because she texted you and told you that he died. My phone's off. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. I'll show you my phone. How do you think we found you?
It's obvious that Marissa's story isn't adding up, but the question is, what exactly could she be hiding? Marissa is likely keenly aware that with her previous child investigation, she looks incredibly suspicious right now. Even if Benson's death was just a heartbreaking accident, her history with kids makes it hard to trust her. Could she and Adam have fled to the hotel because of this?
I'm serious. Now cut the crap, Marissa. This is the third time we've had a discussion with you about a child, an infant in your care, and now one is dead. One is dead. Mama. Then who did? No one. He was fine. Did Adam do something to him? No one did anything to him. He was fine. Babies don't just die.
Marissa keeps sniffing and scrunching up her face as if she's crying. However, it doesn't appear that there are any tears falling. She's likely trying to give off the appearance that she's upset, but she's not a good actress, and it comes off very disingenuous.
He was fine. Babies don't just die. I would not kill a baby. I'm sure you didn't mean to, Marissa.
That's not what you do, Marissa. It's what you didn't do. Maybe there was something you just didn't do. Left him alone for too long.
Yes, I didn't kill him. Was it an accident? Did you leave him alone? I left him in the packing plane after we got back in from outside. Was he okay? He didn't make any noise. I had that video monitor thing. I didn't kill him. I promise you. I would never kill a baby.
So what happened when you back on the side? Check that.
I just used the video baby monitor.
And went back inside and checked.
Huh?
Went back inside. And it was the back of what you saw was there.
I use the baby monitor, and when he makes a noise, it will You can hear it. And I didn't hear anything, so.
So you didn't check on him for hours.
At what point did you realize that he was dead?
I don't know.
He died after.
Marissa shrugging in response to Captain Graham's questions are huge red flags that she was involved.
Yes.
Someone who is innocent would readily be able to provide clear answers for the
Mhm.
questions.
Really want to be a CEO, want to be an entrepreneur, you should take the first step. Create the LLC. It doesn't.
Hey, come on.
Like I said, there is commit things that you do, and sometimes it's all the things that we don't do, bad things happen, and we know that.
When did you know Marissa? I know. We know accidents happen. I thought that baby monitor thing would be fine. So I didn't check on him.
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, it was neglect. You didn't check on that fucking baby
How long?
for hours. You don't know how long because you got high as fuck.
Just some tissue.
Got it. I got it. Sometimes
You got high as fuck and forgot you even was taking care of a baby.
Okay, I just did check on him. I got the baby monitor, so I didn't kill him.
The detectives know that most suspects are more comfortable admitting to an accident rather than intentional harm, and Marissa is no exception. She's latched onto the scenario, likely because she thinks she won't get in as much trouble. While there's every chance that this may be the real truth, there are still some parts of Marissa's story that aren't making sense. And as Holtz and Graham are about to discover, Marissa knows a lot more than she's letting on.
So how long was it that you didn't check on him? Start over. It was like after before I got there and checked him. Did you know that? But I didn't kill him. I know.
How did you know? How did you?
Just because it's been that, well, he does sleep that long, but I don't know, I like felt cold. I was scared. My boyfriend wasn't there and everything, so I'm sure it's scary. How did you find him? How was he laying? I put him on his belly. And how did you find him? How was like just on his belly? Where was his face? In the on like this, face down. Did you? I'm just trying to. So if this is his face, and this is his back, and you put him like this, and you didn't find his head turned anyway. It was just straight down. I think so. Is there anything coming out of his mouth? Cereal? And he felt cold then, and that was before he had that.
Who picked him up out of the back and put him into the car? I put him in there. Okay. Absolutely normal.
The fact that Marissa can't seem to clearly remember how Benson's head was positioned when she found him is a red flag, as this is something that she should be able to remember. If she walked in and the baby's face was straight down into the bed, this is something that would trigger alarm bells and would likely stand out in her memory.
But that baby monitor was like almost $100, and like when they make any noise,
Every time you mention that shit,
you can
you
hear it.
sound more suspicious.
That has like camera thing. Good thing that didn't work. No, it worked. It worked. Yeah. Left them alone for too long. Okay. You went to McDonald's? No, I don't know. What did you put clothes on him? Did you put a smell suit and he had on? And Adam didn't notice he was dead? He probably thought he was sleeping. Did you check for a pulse? Did you see if he was breathing? Or did you feel his skin was cold? just started making noise. What did you think was gonna happen? Other things to come up? Did you think she wasn't gonna notice, or? Oh, yeah.
If she wasn't,
She was gonna notice.
did you try to think through what? Try to loosen it?
Well, I don't even know how to do that.
Help me understand, discovered there at what cottage, well, was,
Cause I was scared and my boyfriend wasn't there. And I didn't want my baby taken.
By this point, Marissa has mentioned several times how she was scared, but she doesn't express any concern for Benson or how his mother is feeling now. Marissa appears to be very egocentric and is only thinking about the baby's death in terms of how it affects her.
We do have an arrest warrant for you based on your other child. So we're gonna be taking yours in custody. Sure. Thank you. We're gonna get out.
Although it seems like detectives are getting the truth out of Marissa, there is one major problem. Her story isn't matching up with Adam's. According to Marissa, Benson was dead before Adam ever got home, and Adam was none the wiser. However, Adam is claiming that not only did he pick Benson up and get him loaded into the car, but supposedly Benson was crying and whining during this. One of them is lying, and it's up to the police to figure out which one of them it is.
Okay, here's what I need the explanation for. We know why you guys came over here.
On my children, on my life.
We know Marissa's received messages on her phone letting her know.
The audio is redacted here, but the officer informs Adam that Benson is deceased.
Come on now.
I swear to God, I did not know this.
Yes.
No, I swear I didn't.
So,
I swear I didn't know. Versus phone is in here somewhere. I didn't know. I swear. Heather has my phone number. She never, not once.
oh, it's your phone?
It's my phone, yes.
Where's Marissa's phone?
I don't know. I can call and find it.
That's all right.
and then you guys come over here shortly after Heather leaves.
And like, and another reason you came here is you're supposed to be getting her kids tonight, or tonight. So we figured we'd come, get it, and she can just take the room tomorrow. Or today.
So there's gonna be an autopsy tomorrow that's gonna tell us a lot more than what we know right now about the cause of death. And if things don't add up,
Yeah.
'cause right now, I'm seeing a lot of red flags about why you guys came over here.
No,
Why nobody,
There appears to be two options here. He's either telling the truth about part of what happened, meaning he did get Benson out of the pack and play, but he knew the child was dead. Or he's lying about being the one to get Benson out of the pack and play because he thinks this will protect Marissa from getting in trouble.
accidents happen. But there needs to be some sort of explanation that has to come from one of you two. Or both of you.
I don't know.
I mean, we see babies that, kind of a bedding issue, that they suffocate accidentally. I've seen children that were given too much medication because they were too fussy, too whiny, and so the caregiver was trying to get them to sleep or,
Officer Kolb is offering up more acceptable reasons for why Benson may have died. He's being careful not to portray Marissa as being a cold-blooded killer because he knows that could make Adam shut down from the conversation. However, if he can sow a seed of doubt in Adam's mind about how it could have been an unfortunate accident, Adam may be more willing to provide information that could be helpful to the investigation.
Can I ask her?
Yeah.
So when is he telling us? They're taking it to McDonald's and Benson was alone.
Cause he's probably scared. No, he didn't know. You don't know. What would he have to be scared of from us? That I'm gonna get in trouble or go to jail? Yeah, he doesn't know. covering up for you if he doesn't know that you did anything wrong. Remember we talked about being honest?
I know.
A little bit.
I don't know if that's valid. I'll freak out when she said they're gonna listen, so. I gotta see it down, just wants to, well, I'm gonna see that tomorrow. But,
You know what's going on, right? Just going on.
wow,
The bedroom, what did you tell him?
She got, how they got there?
No, when you guys were going to McDonald's,
I got him out of there. See,
and he was making noise, he said several times, we asked him, clarified that was right.
yeah.
Is that the truth?
Yeah, he was busting stuff when we left.
We just don't want this situation complicated by lies, obviously, we're all just trying to figure out what
I
happened.
didn't know.
And Marissa's made some admissions to some things, but there's just some little things that aren't matching up with what you're telling us and what she's telling us.
I just don't know. I don't remember. I get him out of the bedroom, or did you, or we went back out? I don't know.
no, I did.
What she did, I mean, I just don't remember.
Adam's claim of "I don't remember" is a selective memory statement, which can sometimes be legitimate or could be a sign of possible deception. It's possible that Adam used deductive reasoning to figure out that Marissa was under suspicion for something related to Benson. He likely didn't know what Marissa was being accused of, but it was clearly related to her care of other children, so he decided in the moment to lie in the hopes that he could protect her from further trouble. However, he might be less willing to protect her from trouble after he learns what she's been hiding from him.
Love you.
So Adam, what she has, admitted to out there while we were talking in here is that while you were out hunting,
She already knew?
likely suffocated, and that
Did she tell him?
of course, she's probably freaking about that. And even when you came home and went to McDonald's, she's saying she knowingly put,
Wendy's, you can get
English muffin and seasoned potatoes for just $3.
with a light and fluffy toasted muffin.
I'm crispy potatoes, love.
This is my breakfast. Yes, yes it is.
Grab a proper $3 Wendy's breakfast for a limited time.
You've been waiting to apply for disability benefits. Don't. Hi, I'm Sarah, and I'm a lawyer at Atticus. Applying as
and into the car, leading you to believe he's alive and well, and he was dead all that time. And do you understand, we're not here to argue with you, fight with you, or nothing. We want what's best for the kids.
Okay.
And I think you do too.
I do.
And I even think Marissa does. But she has a poor way of doing it, I guess.
Stars, maybe. You can ask anybody that we live around. Everybody gets in a mood where they don't want bothered or whatever. But none of this, when that happens, she'll tell me, I'll take care of her, and she will show her what she's ever do. So, every time this happens, let her know. And that's what I told her. It didn't want her election in any case.
As Adam waits at the hotel to deal with CPS, Marissa agrees to go back to her apartment with Detective Holtz in order to demonstrate how she found Benson. If Detective Holtz can clearly see how Benson was positioned, she may be able to determine if his death was the result of an accident, SIDS, or something far more sinister.
We have these now, because it makes it a little more realistic as far as like facial shape and things like that. What I want you to do is just like walk through exactly how you put him down.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just put him in here, and then I set camera
Wow,
on,
she's
and
smiling.
so I put him in here, and then put the blue blanket on.
So you, when we were at the hotel, you were talking about like his face was to the side a little bit?
Yep.
Can you show me exactly how his head was? I know his body probably isn't.
It's not gonna.
Right, this isn't completely anatomically correct, but if you could just show like how his face was. I realized that his body was flat, and it wouldn't turn up like that, but it was was it to that side specifically? So to his
I
right?
think so, yeah.
Although Although Marissa's been laughing and smiling throughout this demonstration, she's likely still feeling some anxiety. If we look at her hands, we can see that they're almost closed into fists, which indicates that she's feeling tense. Most caregivers would be traumatized by having a baby die in their care. Having to reenact their last actions with the infant would likely be difficult and emotional. In stark contrast to this, Marissa appears to be completely unaffected. However, this image of her clenched hands may provide a glimpse into her inner stress.
Did he have enough?
No.
Okay.
Just the receiving blanket and the head blanket.
So the receiving blanket was already folded up and laid down before you came in here. When would you have done that?
I think I did it, I laid him on the couch.
And when you found him, exact same position or was he different?
I think he was in the same position.
Okay, I need you to really try hard to remember because it's important.
No.
Could he have been in a different position? But still, was he still in the middle?
Yeah, Dover was in the middle. I think he was in the same position.
Based on her frequent responses of "I think so,"
I think
it seems like Marissa is making things up as she goes.
Okay, so walk me through how you determine that he's not alive.
that I picked him up and he was really cold.
How did you pick him up?
I just went like this.
Okay, and what did he look like?
It was just cold.
Marissa is completely unemotional. Once again, she fails to mention any of her thoughts and feelings when she discovered Benson was dead, which could be a sign that Marissa is being deceitful and hiding something from the detective. The question is, what exactly is she hiding?
And then what did you do?
Laid him down, put his nose to that.
Where did you lay him down?
I think I laid him on the floor. So I put his car seat in there, and I grabbed his nose to it, laid him
Oh,
on the
wait.
floor, put him in his nose to it, and then put him in the seat with his blanket.
Okay. And then where did you put the car seat?
I think I left it in there
With the door open or shut?
with the door open. I left it in there with the door open, and then, Adam got here, and then we
Leave him in the car seat in his snowsuit there. And you laid him on the floor, but you don't know CPR. You know what to help him or research anything online to do that really. Do you see if there's anything that you stuck in his mouth or? No. Okay. And you said no.
No.
As Detective Holtz is listing off logical responses to finding Benson dead, implying that there was another reason that she didn't try to investigate Benson's unresponsiveness.
Do you always leave the baby matter out, or how do you guys?
just when I was back there, we just got it on Tuesday, so.
So how did you? So you had it back there, you had the baby matter on, or no? Okay, and then what did you?
Was it facing there where we?
Mom?
Yeah, I was sitting right there and I was right here.
Okay, so then when did you turn it off?
After they left, we left.
Okay, how did you turn it off?
When, like, it was what? Turn it on and turn it off.
So it guys know that your baby matter is unplugged?
Is it?
Yeah.
You might unplug it too, because you have to charge.
Bro, you pissing me off, son. This whole time she was talking about that fucking goddamn baby monitor, bro.
So guys know that your baby matter is unplugged?
Is it?
Yeah.
You might unplug it too, because you have to charge these. But I did have it on and everything.
Why would you unplug the thing?
What? Because, I stopped using it. When I stopped using it, I just turned unplug it. I did have it on and everything.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
And you just turn it off?
I promise on everything, I had it on.
Marissa making promises are likely attempts to bolster her lies.
Wow.
Having gathered all of the relevant information at the apartment, Marissa is officially arrested and spends the rest of the night in jail. Although it seemed Marissa was telling detectives everything she knew about Benson's death, his autopsy came back with shocking results, prompting Captain Graham and Detective Holtz to bring Marissa in for one more interview.
There you go. Hi. Well, yes, we discussed the other night, I attended the autopsy. happened. So, but I knew you were at the end, but
This room setup is not ideal for an interrogation, as there's a huge table between Marissa and the detectives. It would be better if there was no table at all, so that the detectives could observe Marissa's entire nonverbal communication, instead of having half of her body being hidden from view.
I think they would never know that what you're talking about. Yeah, very clear injuries to his head. Yeah, I don't know how, but did you not, yeah, explain yourself. I promise you, I did not do nothing to him. Promise. That's why I asked you. No, he did not fall.
Did he roll and someone just noticed him?
Not that I've seen. I did not do anything to him.
Marissa uses a qualification phrase when she says, "not that I've seen," which gives her an escape in the future, allowing her to blame her faulty memory or say that she didn't see what had actually happened.
Based upon what the doctor saw. And so, is that the child did not die as a result of not free. And I'm hoping that based upon the relationship with Heather, and based upon the genuine love that I know that you have for Jalen, it's important that Heather knows what
Yeah, I didn't do anything to him.
because something happened in that apartment and we're the only adult.
I know.
Based upon what you're telling me, it couldn't have been Adam. Couldn't have been.
Yeah.
Well, could it?
No.
But Adam came back at some point and you've seen, and we've seen Adam, that's that really hit the sample finger. Yeah, are you sure that you had to do something different?
I'm sure. Thing is, Marissa, that science doesn't lie. There's absolutely no doubt. You like to think that you're not some cold-blooded person. And I want to believe that you do genuinely love children. I see it with you in person, I see it with the baby that you're carrying. And I'm sure you had a bond with them, like you've been watching. I have. It is not a kill, or I would never, I could never kill anyone in my life. Let's not even use that word.
As Marissa gets emotional for the first time in the interrogation, she uses the word kill. It seems that what may have triggered her tearfulness is when the detective started talking about how Marissa loves kids and may have had a bond with Benson. Earlier in the interrogation, Marissa seemed to be avoiding the word kill, instead saying that she didn't do anything. Sometimes these non-specific statements are used by deceptive individuals because it allows them to dance around having to be more specific. An innocent
PCH fans, I'm in Syracuse, New York to award Stacy Smith with $10,000.
person is more likely to be straightforward and use necessary language because they want to ensure it's clear what they're denying. A deceptive person may prefer to avoid using such explicit language because it means they will have to look the detectives in the eye and lie.
Something happened, and it may have been an accident. It may have been a fall. But something happened and it was not that you went to sleep on a truck. It was not. So let's get over that. Okay, I did not do anything to him. And what happened? I don't know. Something terrible happened. And you were taking care of him. And it's important for Heather. It's important for you. And it's gonna look better for you, quite frankly, if you. And this is your one opportunity. I am, if I could never
some bad thing without the thinking, without even thinking, just reacting in ways that are outside of the character. And I wonder if something like that happened on Thursday, where, you know, extra fussy because he got some sores and just not receiving well and something.
No, I would never, I could never, I love kids way too much, I could never, no. I hear you say that, and I want to believe you like I said, but there has to be an explanation and it's not what you told us.
Suspects may be more willing to confess if they feel like the detective truly understands them and their situation. Graham and Holtz are both doing a really good job of relating to Marissa and being empathetic. In the Reed technique, it's important for investigators to appear non-judgmental, as that creates a dynamic in which the suspect may be more likely to open up.
I don't know what happened. Like I said, he fall. Not when I was around, he didn't fall. You were the only one there, right? I know, yes. Hurt badly. I want to believe that it was an accident and you're not a monster. And that is what it explains. Well, that must have been an accident. Like I said, I just fed him, burnt him, chased him, put him in the cage. And what did he say? He didn't hit his head. He hit his head. I don't know how he would have hit his head. Who could have been hit in the head? I don't know. Could he have fallen? I'm asking you. Well, I was around. And you didn't just fall without anybody around. They wasn't his own thing. And put him out back in the passing place. Michael, you have this one opportunity to explain stuff.
By increasing her proximity to Marissa, Detective Holtz is increasing the pressure for her to confess.
I don't know, maybe on the couch, you could play with it.
It's sort of like a hard part of the
Arm. Or like the arm part. I don't know.
So as we were sitting him down, was it hard as
Maybe.
to knock his head a little bit?
I don't know, but I could never.
He was high as fuck, you don't remember.
Show me how to I don't know, I just put him on the couch. Well, how am I gonna have him? Yeah. You just, if you're gonna call me a joke, I need it to be 100%. Right. Shock. Tell me that. Well, maybe the couch, arm, or maybe the plaything, I don't know. Or you just, let's say that. That is no, I can never do that. No, I could never.
Neither Holtz nor Graham have suggested that Benson could have been thrown, so it's highly suspicious that Marissa suddenly introduces this new idea. When new language is introduced by the suspect, such as what Marissa has just done here, detectives will likely see it as a big red flag that the suspect has been hiding something. Marissa is still refusing to tell Detective Holtz the truth, so Holtz decides to play into Marissa's emotions and ask her how she would feel if it was her own child who died.
Think of how terrible that is. You know, and not knowing what this last second was like. Please help me. Please bring that to Heather. You're not. Please. Can be mother. She deserves to know that. You have to help me tell Heather.
After this desperate emotional appeal from Detective Holtz, Marissa sits in complete silence for nearly 2 minutes before finally opening up a bit. During this long pause, Marissa is likely trying to decide the pros and cons of each option in her head. Most people care what others think of them, at least to some extent. So hearing the detective say that you will be thought of as a monster may help motivate Marissa to tell the truth.
I don't know, maybe I could have done it to her, but I didn't kill him or anything.
You slammed him on the ground.
I'll think you must go. Could never. Where did you put him down, and how? Show me.
On her arm. You threw him on the fucking couch and you didn't fucking look.
Where?
That's why she don't know. She threw that nigga.
Give me the playpen. Which playpen? Here guys, it's the one you guys have. There's one that I could think of. How many times? One. What? Okay. One.
Once probably.
I could never.
No.
I could never. So I don't know, I promise. I'm saying I could never, but you know what?
You was playing ping pong with that baby head.
You did.
That's foul.
That
That ain't right, man.
That child had multiple injuries to his head. Not one time, and it's not from a playpen. But I don't know where he could have got it, but I did not do it. Whatever you did, no, you was true. No, you're not. Yes, I am. No, yes, I am. Ashley chose me not, unless it was harder. And then it's not harder. It would have happened more than one time. You would know. It should have been more than one time. It's one, but why is it harder again? I don't know. I didn't think so. And when you did that, did you stop breathing? I don't remember. You don't remember?
It's pretty significant. I don't remember the child died, but
When a suspect claims to have a memory failure, such as claiming not to remember such a major detail, this can be a sign of deception. Marissa saying that she can't recall if Vincent died right after she put him down roughly.
Like
a major
what?
red flag, as most people would remember such a significant event.
how were you holding on to him?
What do you mean?
Were you holding on to his midsection and putting him down? How did you?
I put him in there, in the midsection. On his back or on his
She
butt?
lying. She just mimicking what he just said.
I held him in, put him in there.
Did you let him go? Like, was it like this and then you just let him go and so he kind of fell as well? Or did you have hold of him and you limited it? Or was it
Yeah, I think so.
it was like this?
Yeah.
And then he, then you take him, this is the packing plate, and you just throw him in the packing plate.
Mm-hmm.
Was it like a one or two drop?
I don't know my foot or whatever.
Well, if you're standing, this is the packing plate,
Wow.
not the packing plate, and you're standing right here, was it from up here?
Yeah, like yeah. The packing plate that you showed us is one of those that has like an insert where it's up a little bit. Mm-hmm. Are you sure it's that packing plate or was it the one in the spare room? No, it's that one. Because it has the man on the thing. So you were up on the packing plate and dropped them. With four? Was it on a throw? I don't think so.
Yes.
Frustrated. Right. I get it. Bro, I care. You tell me, okay, I need you to prove that you're being honest with me. What I want you to do is tell me exactly what you did, and if it matches up with the injury that I saw, then I know that we've got a caring person here who is sorry for what she did. I am. I'm frustrated, sorry.
Did she just look at the other detective when she said she was sorry?
Sorry for what she did. I am. I'm
Wow, she wasn't looking at that nigga for a minute.
To prove that you're being honest with me, what I want
And then she just looks at him.
tell me exactly what you did, and if it matches up with the injuries that I saw,
Damn, I be noticing
then
everything.
I know that we've got a caring person here who is sorry.
She was not looking at that nigga for a whole fucking minute straight. He's even standing almost behind her and he's not looking at her. But as soon as
Bro, I sure. You tell me, okay, I need you to prove that you're being honest with me. What I want you to do
I am with the eyebrow raised too. Oh no.
with the injuries that I saw, then I know that we've got a caring person here who is sorry for what she did. I am. I'm frustrated. Sorry.
And that frustration, the one in your bedroom, the packing plate is right there next to the bed. And were you standing right next to the packing plate? Were you standing by the door? And just
Clearly dramatized the throw from a very far distance, which forced Marissa to have to clarify that she didn't throw Vincent from such a far off distance. But she did, in fact, throw him.
Hey, can you guys make room for one more? Of course.
Your cousin. From Boston. Sam Adams Summer. Light and citrusy. Perfect for summer.
Marco.
Olo. It's Sam season.
He cried. So we cried, but didn't stop crying. He just cried for a couple minutes, and then what else happened? Then that was it. Multiple injuries. Yeah, I promise you, I do not want you down to other injuries. Love it. Did you grab him by
that's why I asked you first on how were you holding him when you threw him into the packing plate because he has some other injuries.
Right. But he had some broken bones. He did. I don't think he must have moved that hard.
Did he tumble a little bit when you threw him in the packing plate? Like did he roll? Because I could see if you're walking down the hall or you're coming in the room, you're a little upset and frustrated, you throw him like that. I could see that he might tumble a little bit in the packing plate and maybe get lodged up against something. That's what I wasn't there. Marissa, so help me understand in my mind what happened.
I know.
What happened?
I was just frustrated. There was a back of play.
And what did you see happen when you landed in the packing plate? And what happened with Bobby?
Mm-hmm.
Did he just stay in one position, or did he roll, or?
I didn't see hit the side, but that's about it.
What part of him hit the side?
The side?
And was it the corner where it's hard, or was it?
Yeah, it was the corner.
Which corner?
I don't know. One of the corners.
So were you kind of just curled up in the corner?
I don't think so. Maybe his head was down.
So you throw him in,